what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Sacramento Kings tonight. You know, once again, the Lakers continue to fall and fail, against the Sacramento Kings in this matchup. And it's just boggles the mind, really. I just don't know where to start, when it comes down to it. I mean, the Lakers basically got destroyed tonight. They got destroyed against the Kings. It's a similar type of situation what the Lakers are dealing with the Denver Nuggets. They just can't get over the hump. But when it comes to the Kings, though, they just completely are no show when they face the Kings for some reason. I mean, at least when you face the Nuggets, there's like a fighting effort. There's some efforts when it comes to the Lakers just trying their best to beat the Denver Nuggets. But, you know, the Nuggets, they're just a whole different situation. They're like beating every single team in the NBA. And, looks more likely that they're going to get back to the Western or the NBA Finals because of how well they're playing against every single team. And it's just amazes me that the Lakers just can't at least beat another team like the Kings. But once again, Sabonis, he's just something special. He is a guy that is just obviously has been taking advantage of Anthony Davis in every single matchups. And, I think they're like, what, Anthony Davis is now like 0 of 10, when it comes to the matchup between him and, Sabonis. So, it's just another scenario where Anthony Davis doesn't have the formula of how to beat Sabonis, when it comes down to it. So, and it just sucks. It really is. The Lakers just can't get over the hump when it comes to facing another top team in the Western Conference. And the good news is the Golden State Warriors, though they lost. They lost, I believe. Was it tonight? I believe so. Yeah, I forgot which matchup they faced, but they also lost. So it doesn't really hurt the Lakers within the standings, but it just would have been nice if the Lakers got a win against the Kings. But, it is another scenario where it's like, this was a must win scenario once again. I mean, with 17 games remaining of the NBA season, you need to stack up wins as much as you can. And, the Lakers they've been doing well so far. They beat the Bucks, they beat the Timberwolves, but they just once again can't beat another top team in the Western Conference in Sacramento Kings. And the Kings, I have to say, they're playing very well. They're doing so good when it comes down to it, and credit to them because they've been balling. When it comes down to it. So, I want to get into the stats tonight. What went wrong? Obviously, there's a lot of things that went wrong. I mean, once again, Darvin Ham just not coaching at all, and putting his hand in his pockets because of his frustration, I guess. But that just kind of hurts the purpose of just do something, to change up your scheme. I mean, it's just we just didn't see that, and it just continued on after the fact. I mean, they tied the game in the first quarter, but once again, it's another scenario. Once again, the Kings always score on the Lakers, and it's just not looking good when it comes down to it. So, and they just can't find the formula to beat the Sacramento Kings, unfortunately. So, uh, sorry guys. Let's get into the Lakers. Stat line in just a bit, but before, like always, please make sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the love support you guys have shown me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZLN on YouTube. Once again, hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. The links will be in the description of this live stream. You got to check me out on social media as well. So please do so. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. And with Daniel right away commenting, yeah, I mean a bad game, of course, and with Sabonis being AD's daddy. I mean, when you go 0-10, it kind of puts into that type of consideration, when it comes down to it. But still, Anthony Davis though had a bad night. He really did. Once again, he just can't find the formula of how to beat Sabonis, and on the one-on-one matchup, and it just showed tonight that he just wasn't on his A game once again out there tonight. I mean, sure, the numbers shows that he had a great night, but in general, if you really were watching the game, Anthony Davis just wasn't in it. When it came down to it, his efforts out there was just not enough to help beat the Sacramento Kings, unfortunately. And no effort from D'Angelo Russell out there tonight. Even LeBron James didn't show his efforts in this game as well, even though he did play for 40 minutes in the game. But it just wasn't the case when it came down to it. And give credit. Sabonis played great, but also, you know, when you look at Fox and the others, I mean, they were just you know showing their efforts, but at the same time, D'Lo was a no show and AD was a no show, and you can honestly throw in LeBron James as well, even though you know it's a team effort, really. Like I said in my last live stream, guys, I said that there was some efforts that we need to see from our starting lineups, and we saw that when we beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, due to the circumstances, there was no Carl Anthony Towns or no Rudy Gobert, so obviously Anthony Davis had a field day with defensive efforts and just dominated against the Timberwolves. But I guess when it comes down to the Kings, they have defensive efforts, and the Lakers didn't. And that's continuing to be the downfall of the Lakers. This season due to not having defensive effort, with Vando still being out, and just not having the right pieces in play to just play solid on defense at best. You're going to continue to lose games like this, and it was a pathetic game, and it was just disappointing. They got destroyed tonight against the Kings, 120 to 107. So it was just it just was bad all around, and it was just another continuation. When the Lakers face the Kings, they always fall down to the pressures, and it's just unfortunate. And you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, I said exactly what it is. The Lakers can't beat Denver and Sacramento. It's the reality. I said this in my first intro, surprisingly. Thank you, Daniel, for bringing that up. I didn't even see it until now. It's just weird that the Denver Nuggets, when the Lakers face the Denver Nuggets, they get so close to beat them, but then somehow they just are no show, and they just can't get over the hump. And it's the same scenario with the Sacramento Kings, unfortunately. It's just a sad reality. Now they can beat OKC, they can beat, I guess, the Timberwolves with no Karl Anthony Towns, no Rudy Gobert. The defense just depletes because it's just no defensive efforts. That's what it is. I mean, Anthony Davis is your defense. That's all he is for this Lakers team because of no defensive players on the team. Now you can make the argument, Cam Reddish is a defensive player, that type of thing, and there is also Vando, but both guys are dealing with injuries, unfortunately, and they just can't you know be available to help the Lakers out, and especially Vando. Vando is the key core to the Lakers defense. When it comes down to it, there's no other way of saying it. Anthony Davis is there, but at the same time, we need more effort on defense, and the Lakers are no show on defense, especially in this game. So let's read more here. OKC is a must first round. Yeah, I mean, with 17 games remaining of the NBA season, I mean, there's the potential reality that Lakers will stay within the plan. But things may happen. You never know. Other teams around them may lose games with 17 games remaining, and maybe Lakers at best will get the sixth seed, be above the play-in. But there's a likely and guaranteed scenario that Lakers will play within the play-in for a playoff spot. So either the ninth seed, my best. Hopefully, the Lakers will get the eighth seed at the end of the season because the seventh seed is a long shot. With the Golden State Warriors fighting through it, and also Sacramento Kings are fighting through a playoff push. Um, it's just a tough reality of where the Lakers will end up at the end of the season within the standings. So far, they're staying good right now with the ninth seed because the Golden State Warriors still losing their own games. So, they have the Dallas Mavericks who are within playing. And I guess because of I just saw the standings right now because of the win tonight for the Sacramento Kings. I think they got bumped up within the standings. Now they're in the sixth seed. So at best, the Lakers get the seventh seed, so they can face OKC. I think that's the most easiest route for the Lakers to at least win a playoff game within the postseason. If they somehow go to the divisional round of the playoffs and somehow either face uh, the Minnesota Timberwolves or maybe the Denver Nuggets, it's another different scenario that we'll think about once we reach that. But the first round, if we Lakers get past the first round, I can say at best it's a successful season for the Lakers. But it's just I'm just trying to put some positivity for the Lakers season, because how bad they have been because of it. So, but it'll be great. If the Lakers face the OKC Thunder in the first round, I think it'll be a great showing for the Lakers if they do so, because we beat them multiple times this season, and it's been nothing but fun to watch because it's a young team, similar situation what we witnessed last season with the Memphis Grizzlies, with them being a young team. Other than the Memphis Grizzlies, this OKC team is not so cocky. They are more of a team effort, team building, and they just want to win and play. And when it comes to the Memphis Grizzlies last year, they were so cocky. They think they'll be number one team and win a championship type of scenario. And it's just like, it wasn't the case. And it's a similar situation what the Lakers will face if they do get OKC in the first round of the playoffs. But, they have to get through the play in to make that happen. So we just have to wait and see because at best, like I said, seventh seed is the goal at this point. Sixth seed, it's there. It could be reached, but it will never get past the Lakers when it comes down. Lakers will not achieve that if they continue to lose games like this. That's what I'm trying to say. So, for sure, OKC is the goal. Fire Darvin scam. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's not coaching. He had his hand in his pockets once again, and it's just I don't know what to say about Darvin Ham. I mean, he's just been not been a consistent coach when it comes to the success that Lakers have been on past couple of games. And when it comes to OKC and Denver, he just can't get over the hump. And we can blame him for sure, but once again, defense. Defense has been a huge problem for the Lakers when it comes down to it. So, Vando, no Cam Reddish. I mean, those are our key players that know how to play defense other than Anthony Davis. They just can't lock down any teams defensively, and it's been lacking without a doubt. And yeah, once again, I mean, Anthony Davis, the matchup between Sabonis 0-10 is it's pretty sad at this point. But I can say this and put some positivity for Anthony Davis, though he is a champion. you know, other than, other than that, I mean, Sabonis has had a lot of success. When it comes to trying to win, I guess, championship or win all-star appearances or, stuff like that. It's always been Anthony Davis. And if anything, if I had to pick between the two, I'm going to go with Anthony Davis all day because, he can bring me offense, he can bring me defense, he can give me, uh, you know, 15, 20 rebounds a game, giving you 25 points per game. I mean, the guy can give you like 4 blocks and 5 steals. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, Anthony Davis is such a well better big man than Sabonis. But when it comes down to facing both of those, facing each other every single matchups, it just doesn't really work out for Anthony Davis, and the number shows 0-10, so it's laughable for sure when it comes down to it. And then just Malik Beasley. I'm sorry, Malik Monk. Those he's been destroying the Lakers ever since he joined the Kings. It sucked that we let him go, but at the same time, during that time, salary cap did not work out for the Lakers in that particular moment, and they were just didn't have the money to bring back players like like a Malik Monk, which obviously he would have been a huge help for the Lakers scoring wise, shooting wise if he stayed with the Lakers. But yeah, it just didn't work out. And it's unfortunate. But he got paid. He's doing well for the Kings, and he resurrected his career with how many years he stayed with the Charlotte Hornets. So it's just tough to see him success over there when he was a former Laker. But he deserves it. He got paid and he's playing well. So credit to him for destroying the Lakers out there tonight. Dallas. I think you were talking about the. Are we facing them next? I don't know. No, we're facing the Golden State Warriors on Saturday. Once again, the Lakers have 2 days off, so it could be another possibility where with more rest, maybe the Lakers will get another win potentially over the weekend. But we just have to wait and see about that. But yeah, I mean, so surprisingly they lost, and no Steph Curry, no Draymond Green. So obviously it was going to be an easy win for who they played against tonight. The name escapes me. Oh, the Dallas Mavericks. So yeah, I mean, it was an easy win for them anyway because of no Steph and no Draymond Green. But there is a possibility that maybe Steph and Draymond Green will play on Saturday against the Lakers. So it is another possibility for sure. So that it could be another struggle for the Lakers, but my hope is Lakers will get a win for sure on Saturday for sure. So let's just hope for that. Crossing our fingers that the Lakers will get a win on Saturday. But we just have to wait and see. Let's see here. Gafford on fire. Yeah, I mean, it was just good efforts from the Sacramento Kings when it comes down to it, especially their shooting. Not we didn't see a lot from Fox, surprisingly, but other teams stepped up, and even Sabonis had a great game defensively. So he had a great night without a doubt. So and the team had a good efforts against the Lakers tonight for sure. Eric, welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining, man. Whole team checked out. Yeah, I mean, there were no show. It was absolutely a beat down, when it comes down to it. And it's just the Lakers. They just can't find the formula of beating the Sacramento Kings. Now, obviously, we all know why that the Lakers are not beating the Kings because of the lack of defensive efforts and the lack of efforts in the game for them to make stops. And once again, has to do with the coaching, has to do with the rotations, and just players playing defense. But Lakers defense has been depleted since Vando got injured, and it's just been pretty bad to watch without a doubt. And I think last time I checked, when it comes to where the Lakers rank within defensive teams, they're like ranked 29 on the list. So the Lakers are basically one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA. So that explains it because every time the Lakers score at one point, they score a point, they always allow the other team to score on them right away. So that tells you right there the Lakers are not locking down defensive players in the in every matchup. So once again, if that's because Vando, then that's a bad news for the Lakers because you have to wait until Vando to come back so you can play defense. I mean, that just red flags right there for the Lakers to you know not do well. When it comes down to it. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, it's a whole team checked out. I mean, they were just a no show. Absolutely, Derek, without a doubt. Um, let's read some more comments here. I'm seeing some more comments coming in. I really appreciate all of you for joining me and ranting with me, and I'm really happy I'm reading these comments out so we can get some reactions and some frustrations into this. So I really appreciate all of you for joining me once again, and some new people coming in as well. If you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. Um, let's read some more comments here from Eric. Sorry, from Daniel. Uh, we should have gotten Gafford and PJ Washington. Yeah, I mean, there was a that particular moment at the trade deadline. The Lakers could have gotten something, in the trade deadline, but they didn't do anything, unfortunately. And I think mainly because most teams were fleecing the Lakers for their draft picks and assets and wanting Austin Reeves in a trade. I mean, you can just tell throughout the trade deadline, not a lot of big moves were made. Other than earlier into the month of NBA that there was some trades made, but there was just a lot of teams that were just fleecing the Lakers. They were asking for first round picks and Austin Reeves in the trade. So you can just tell the Lakers were just not going to make any trades because of it. So they're going to put all their efforts in the off season without a doubt and make a trade for sure, making a huge splash. According to the reports, the Lakers are looking for a third star to be added to the Lakers roster. But we just have to wait and see about that. What the Lakers' plans will be in the off season. But we just have to wait and see what they're going to do for sure. But yeah, I mean, they would have helped for sure, without a doubt. Yo, Eric. Okay. All right. Cool. I love the communications that we have on here. I really love it. Missing Wood and Vando. Yeah, even Wood too. Man, I forgot about the guy. For some reason he is out due to injuries. So, the Lakers have been, been barded with injuries, throughout this NBA season, and it's been tough, for sure. And when healthy, all of us are, all of the Lakers, they win games, when they are all healthy, like Vando, like Woods, those guys are, especially defense. I mean, those two guys are key to the Lakers defense, to be improved, when they're on the floor. So, hopefully a speedy recovery for those two guys, without a doubt. But I think we mainly will see them return maybe when playoffs approach. But we just have to wait and see for sure. But yeah, those key guys are key to the Lakers defense when it comes down to it. But yeah, I mean, with them gone, the Lakers are one of the worst defensive teams, and the results of it's within the standings and statistics. When it comes to down to it. Reeves and Rui showed up. No one else. Yeah, I mean, other than those two, I mean, their efforts out there tonight was solid. They were the only guys really that really stepped up. I mean, I absolutely agree with you, Daniel. I mean, Austin Reeves, 28 points. 7 of 12 from the three. I mean, his efforts was known out there tonight. And my apologies. I mean, I did not bring him up throughout this video because of how frustrated I was with the Lakers defense and Anthony Davis, and LeBron and D'Lo. Those are our top three guys that obviously help us win games. But when it comes to Austin Reeves, he's just basically the second option for us when Rui, no, excuse me, um, D'Lo is not, is doing well, or LeBron James is playing well. I mean, It's just always been those three guys, but we never really think about Austin Reeves that that he would lit it up, at games. But he did it tonight, though, even though it was a loss. 7 of 12. I mean, he shot very well for the Lakers, and had 6 rebounds and 4 assists. So kudos to him. He stepped up, and then Rui Hachimura, 20 points, went 2 of 3 from the three, and had 3 rebounds. And his efforts was just sensational. Went 9 of 11 from the field. So kudos to those two guys. I mean, they were the only two Lakers that really stepped up, and I absolutely agree with you, Daniel, that he is for sure. Those two guys were, co MVPs of tonight's game, even though it was a loss. But you know, shout out to those two guys that really stepped up to the plate for sure. Um, Social Johnson 84. Bottom line is Kings are a bad matchup for the Lakers, just like the Lakers are a bad matchup for OKC. Um, I agree with you with this, Social Johnson 84, and I like your profile, man. I'm a Broncos fan, so I'm gonna take it easy on you. But even though the Kings, I have to say, yeah, they are a bad matchup, and Lakers have lost multiple matchups between those two for sure. But I think the Lakers will have a much better chance if they do face OKC in the playoffs in the first round. I think it's a likelihood that they will, Lakers will have more success against them, when it comes down to playoff, you know, um, matchup for sure. Because they may beat them multiple times, this season. I think the Lakers are like what 3-1 against OKC, and that loss was in OKC. So, it's just another scenario where the Lakers just have more success against other good teams, rather than, the others that are supposed to be winnable ones. And, but unfortunately, Lakers just can't get over the hump when it comes to the Sacramento Kings, especially the Sacramento, because they just play very, very good offensively with their shooting, and, especially if their defense is just locked down. And this is complete opposite for the Lakers, really. I mean, defensively they're no show, but offensively they are. I mean, without a doubt. But yeah, they just can't find the formula to beat the Kings for sure. And it's the same scenario with the Denver Nuggets too. But comparing to the Nuggets, though, the Lakers, you can tell that they show effort, and they do show up when it comes to trying to beat the reigning champs and Denver Nuggets. And but it just always comes out so short. I mean, just witnessed the last game when LeBron scored 40,000 points in his career, milestone. uh, the Lakers led the way in the first half. And when it came down to the third and fourth, they just completely were no show in that particular moment. So uh, there's some things that the Lakers are good at when it comes to facing top teams, but when it comes down to the Kings, I guess they didn't take them seriously in these two matchups that we faced them. So yeah, for sure. I mean, I just feel that the Lakers are just they just can't find the formula. They just can't. OKC first round. I mean, that's what all Laker fans wants to see the Lakers do, or face in the first round of the playoffs. Because if we get the Denver Nuggets, like if the Lakers are like the 8th seed, or maybe like getting within the play-in, but lose in the first round of the play-in, but win in the first one. I mean, at best, the Lakers will get like the 8th seed. But my hope is Lakers continue to stack up wins and play very hard with these 17 games remaining of the NBA season. Then there's a likelihood that they will, you know, at best get the 7th seed once again. And my hope is that they will, but we just have to wait and see, because the 7th seed is the goal if you want to face OKC. Uh, Barnes turned into to Curry. Yeah, I mean, he had a good effort, out there tonight. He had 23 points, went 7-11 from the three. He is a former Warrior and he won championships with the Golden State Warriors. So, he has efforts when it comes to shooting the threes as a big man. So, kudos to him. Shout out to him for really stepping up out there for the Kings. But he really played well for sure against the Lakers. Harrison Barnes looking like 2015 version of himself was embarrassing to watch defensively. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was just great. Showed his, you know, a different version of himself tonight, and I absolutely agree. His version when he was with the Golden State Warriors when they won the championship shows that he is, you know, I don't want to say he's something special because he's been in the league for so much, so long, but he's just had a good night with the Los Angeles Lakers against the Los Angeles Lakers. So, but defensively, though, I mean, they were just a no-show without a doubt, and I absolutely agree with you on that, Eric. Let's read more from Eric. This team of where they are at shortcuts to build a team does not work in this era. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure, without a doubt. I mean, there should be some fixes um, to this Lakers team, and just I think you're trying to. I don't know because when it comes to like the offseason plans, what they want to do. I guess I kind of understand where you're coming from. I'm not sure if you're thinking this way, but what I'm trying to get at from your question here is that if Lakers want to get a superstar, another star to pair up with LeBron and Anthony Davis in the offseason, that can't be the shortcut route. I mean, maybe that's what you're trying to say. I don't try. I actually don't really get it. My apologies, but yeah, I can understand if people think that way. But I mean, that's the only way, really. That's unfortunate, when it comes to it. That if other teams around you, other players around you are not stepping up, the other option for you is to find another star. I mean, I don't know. I think it's hard to find ways to fix this team, but I don't know. Maybe you should blame Darvin Ham at best. When it comes to his coaching style. But you know, we just have to wait and see. That's all we have to wait and see what the offseason will hold for the Lakers. But with 17 games remaining, let's hopefully the Lakers will finish strong. Adam, welcome to the live stream. I do appreciate you joining. Um, I'm becoming ham of from Febenic. Pathetic. Okay, yeah. I mean, Darvin Ham, man, hands in his pockets once again. He's just not coaching. He's not coaching. His efforts has been a no show, without a doubt, for sure. Ham should have let Austin go off instead of pulling him out, pulling him. Yeah, I mean, in that particular moment, he was just on fire. Why would you pull him out? I don't know. If he was showing efforts, I think he should have stayed in the game. When it comes down to it. Let's see here. Let's see. Dinwiddie, yeah, Dinwiddie. He's was a no show for sure. And just looking at the second unit, I mean, the second unit hasn't been the same. It hasn't been the same. I mean, since injuries that occurred to the Lakers, lately with Vando, with Gabe Vincent, Christian Wood, especially. I mean, when he got injured, the second unit have been a no show. When it comes down to it, and Cam Reddish as well. So, once we have those guys like Cam Reddish, Jared Vanderbilt, and Christian Wood. And you can make the argument that Gabe Vincent, I mean, I think will be good hands if somehow those guys return to beef up our second unit because we're just not seeing it. Jackson Hayes is he's just not good. He's not good. You know And then Max Christie just not finding his rhythm on the team. And then Torian Prince, 7 points though, shot 1 3, only playing for 13 minutes. I mean, his efforts was not helpful at all. And then Spencer Dinwiddie was a no-show. But yeah, I mean, just seeing the struggles tonight, seeing from Torian Prince, they're just the second unit in general. It's a bad second unit. You know, they're not showing effort to help out the first unit. So we need to go in games believing that we could be a contender and be a very good team. I can't worry about how good other teams is. Yeah, that's another scenario where I agree with you on that. I mean, Lakers should go in every single game like they did against the Bucks, like they did against the Timberwolves. That they're facing a team in the finals type scenarios. You know, that's the kind of mindset that my hope that the Lakers will somehow try to do, but they just haven't done that. And I think with 2 days off, I think it's just kind of played a big role why the Lakers do not show any efforts in this game, especially defensively. But you know, it's just a tough scenario. It really sucks that the Lakers are still where they're at, and it's just not looking good. When it comes to within the standings with 17 games remaining, they have to push, for a playoff push and, try to stack up wins as much as they can. And, it's just haven't been, it hasn't been good. It hasn't been good, when it comes down to it. And my hope is Lakers will get a bounce back win, hopefully, when they face the Golden State Warriors on Saturday. But, we just have to wait and see because, like I said, guys, I mean, the Lakers 17 games remaining, the Lakers have to do what they can to stack up wins. And just looking at the Lakers schedule now, guys, I mean, it's going to be a tough one. Lakers got lucky at times, but, they're going to be facing like um, the Indiana Pacers, the Milwaukee Bucks, other teams like that that have the capabilities of, showing up when it comes to facing the Lakers. So, but my hope is Lakers will just try their best to just stack up wins as much as they can and finish strong. But we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see about that. So I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. And if you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. So um, please, the links will be in the description of this live stream so you guys can check me out on social media. And of course, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. I want to thank Daniel. I want to thank Eric, Social Johnson 84. If you're a Bronco fan, man, I'm a Bronco fan. So please subscribe to the channel. And I really appreciate all the love support and Adam as well. Thank you again, all of you, for joining me on this live stream. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and in the next video. Once again, thank you all so much for joining me. And take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.